this video, I will be discussing about measures of central tendency of group data. This is just part 2 and please do watch part 3 of this tutorial. Our discussion will focus only about median of the group data. The median is the middle value in a set of quantities. It separates an ordered set of data into two equal parts. Half of the quantities is located above the median and the other half is found below it. Whenever the quantities are arranged according to magnitude from highest to lowest. To calculate the median of group data, the formula can be used. The symbol LBMC is the lower boundary of the median class. Small letter f is the frequency of each class. Less than CF is the cumulative frequency of the lower class next to the median. And small letter I is the interval. To calculate the median, we need to obtain the value of all the unknown symbols or variables in the formula. This is very important to remember. This will serve as our basis in obtaining the value of the unknown variables in the formula. The median class is the class with the smallest cumulative frequency greater than or equal to this ratio, summation of frequency divided by 2. The computed median must be within the median class. Now let us take this example. Calculate the median of the 4th periodical test course of grade 7 Narnia students in mathematics. These are the scores that group by interval, and these are the frequency of each class. To calculate the median, we are going to complete the frequency table. Since we already have the frequency, what are we going to do is add all the frequency to obtain the value of this variable, and the value is 20. The third column was labeled as the lower boundary, or in symbol that is LB. To obtain the lower boundary of each class, what are we going to do is subtract 0.5 from the lower limit. So this side is the lower limit. Let us start with 46. 46 minus 0.5 is 45.5. Therefore, the lower boundary of a class 46 to 50 is 45.5. Next is 41. 41 minus 0.5 is 40.5. So the lower boundary of a class 41 to 45 is 40.5. Now it's your turn. What is the lower boundary of a class 36 to 40? Yes, awesome. It's 35.5. Next is 31 to 35. Yes, awesome. It's 30.5. And lastly is 26 to 30. Yes, awesome. It's 25.5. That is how you are going to obtain the lower boundary of each class. For the last column is less than cumulative frequency. In obtaining the less cumulative frequency of each class, what are we going to do is copy the frequency of the lowest class. In this example, the lowest class is 26 to 30 and the frequency is 4. This is now the less cumulative frequency of a class 26 to 30. To obtain the next value going upward, we are going to add the frequency of the next class, which is 7 into 4. So 4 plus 7 is 11. This is now the least cumulative frequency of a class 31 to 35. Do you get the pattern? Now it's your turn. What do you think is the least cumulative frequency of a class 36 to 40? Yes, awesome. It's 16. How about 41 to 45? Yes, awesome. It's 18. And lastly is 46 to 50. Yes, awesome. It's 20. That is how you are going to obtain the least cumulative frequency of each class. Have you noticed that the value from the top, which is 20, is equal to the summation of frequency? Yes, it should be equal. If not, you are going to repeat the process. Since we already completed the table, the next step is find the median class. If you could still remember from the previous slide that the median class is the class with the smallest cumulative frequency greater than or equal to the ratio summation of frequency divided by 2. So we are going to use this ratio to find the median class. And to do that, we are going to substitute the value of the variable, which is 20, then divided by 2. The result is 10. After doing so, we need to look for the value in the last column that is greater than 10 or equal to 10. And that value is 11, because 11 is greater than 10 and it is closer to 10. So the median class is this row, meaning that the 10th score is contained in the class 31 to 35, means that the computed median falls within the class boundaries of 31 to 35, and that is 30.5 to 35.5. From here, we can now obtain the value of all the unknown variables in the formula. Let's start from the frequency of the median class. That is equal to 7. Next is the lower boundary of the median class. That is equal to 30.5. And for the least cumulative frequency, we are going to go lower next to median class, and that is equal to 4. Now let us proceed in calculating the median using the formula. All we need to do is substitute all the value to the unknown variables in the formula. For the lower boundary of the median class is 30.5. For the summation of frequency, that is equal to 20. For the least cumulative frequency, that is equal to 4. And the interval is 5. Calculate first the values in the grouping symbol. So 20 divided by 2 is 10. Then 10 minus 4 is 6. Then multiply 6 and 5. That's equal to 30. Then 30 divided by 7 is 4.29. And lastly, add 30.5 and 4.29. And the result is 34.79. This is now the computed median of the group. Hence, the median of the 4th periodical test course of grade 7 Narnia in mathematics is 34.79. As you can see, the computed median falls in a class 31 to 35. Alright guys, we are done with the tutorial. If there are something needs to be clarified, do not hesitate to write your questions in the comments section. Keep practicing because practice makes perfect. This is Sir Tonding at your service. Goodbye.